So the number one question that I get when it comes to planning Tokyo Disney, all of the vacation packages include breakfast. So getting to know Tokyo Disney. One thing you're gonna wanna keep in mind is you're gonna have to be flexible. Let's talk about who vacation packages are best for. I recommend putting Tokyo Disney at the beginning of your trip. If you are planning to head to Tokyo Disney in 2026, you've probably been seeing a lot of articles like this, saying that it's cheaper to head to Tokyo Disney than it would be to Walt Disney World. And as someone who has been to all of the Disney parks around the world and frequents Tokyo Disney, I'm gonna walk you through how to start planning your Tokyo Disney trip. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amana, and in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through Tokyo Disney Planning 101. This is gonna tell you exactly what it's like to plan Tokyo Disney, what to expect, how to fit it into your Japan trip, and anything that you need to know prior to booking anything. So grab your drink of choice. Today, we are finishing up a protein coffee. I must say, I got this sugar-free and it's not that great. It's very much strong and protein filled, but this is gonna get me through this video. I wanna walk you through exactly how I plan my trips to Tokyo so that you don't feel as overwhelmed at the end of this video to have success into booking your trip. So getting to know Tokyo Disney. Tokyo Disney Resort is also made up of two parks, Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea. To give you an idea of like proximity, I would think of it as Magic Kingdom to Epcot, where you could take a monorail over to Magic Kingdom or Epcot. You can't really walk it. I mean, you can if you wanted to, but it's not like an ideal walk. Like, it's not how Hollywood Studios and Epcot is. But if you want to take the Skyliner, that's like what the proximity would be. So, they don't have a Skyliner, but you get what I'm saying. When looking at the two different parks, Tokyo Disneyland is a very familiar park if you've been to Magic Kingdom or even Disneyland. They're laid out almost exactly the same. However, it's more of a replica of Magic Kingdom. Tokyo Disney Sea is completely different than any park that I have ever been to. So to get to know Tokyo Disneyland, you don't need to know all of the attractions right now, but I'll name some big hitters. But like I said, it's like a replica of Magic Kingdom. Some rides are going to be Enchanted Tales of Beauty and the Beast, Pooh's Honey Hut, as well as Happy Ride to Baymax, and they have the original Splash Mountain still there. If you've been to Disneyland or Disney World, you're going to be very familiar with this park. Now, to go into Tokyo Disney Sea, this is where a lot of people want to visit, and it's completely different than any park and doesn't really have a blueprint for you to know if you haven't been there. This is an Imagineer's masterpiece. I love the detail. It's a very immersive, atmospheric park. So you're gonna be looking around and experiencing things here. Some of the bigger rides and attractions here are Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey, Rapunzel's Lantern Festival, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and Soarin' Over the Horizon. This is also where Fantasy Springs has opened. It opened in 2024, which is their new land that features Peter Pan, Rapunzel, and Anna and Elsa. The first place that you're gonna wanna start at when you are looking to plan Tokyo Disney is where you're gonna wanna put it within the overall scope of your Japan trip. So because Japan is a different experience when you're going to visit, where you place Tokyo Disney does matter. Japan has a lot of walking. You're taking the subway, navigating places. There's not like there is a tropical area that you can visit, but like when you're in Tokyo, it's not like that. There's a lot of walking. So I recommend putting Tokyo Disney at the beginning of your trip, usually within day 3 to 5. So you have a good amount of time to get to Tokyo Disney. You're not overly tired, you're getting over that jet lag, and you can really experience it and take in the atmosphere of Tokyo Disney so that by the time you're ready to move on, you're not as burnt out. The only time that I would recommend to do Tokyo Disney at the end of the trip is if you're not going anywhere else in Japan. So if you're only going to be staying within Tokyo, you can definitely do it towards the end of your trip. However, if you're going to be visiting other areas within Japan, I think it's a better option to do it at the beginning and then move on to your next destination. So the number one question that I get when it comes to planning Tokyo Disney is, should I do a vacation package or should I do everything separately and stay off property? There are definitely pros and cons when it comes to either option, but I'm going to walk you through the different vacation packages and what their pros and cons are, as well as if you do everything separate and what the pros and cons of that would be, so you can make a better decision whenever it's time for you to start booking your hotels. So the very first vacation package is the unlimited rides attraction package. This is a 2-day 1-night vacation package at one of the select Tokyo Disney hotels, and it includes a special ticket for you to be able to ride the Premier Access and the Priority Pass attractions as many times as you want. You don't have to worry about learning the DPA system and having to fiddle faddle through your phone. You literally can go on the ride, come out the exit, and go back on the attraction. That is what the purpose of that is. So the only thing about that is it's only 2 days and 1 night. So if you need to stay somewhere prior to, you would have to stay at a separate hotel, or you can book that hotel in a different room. You won't be able to add on a room for that package. Now, the second vacation package is Enjoy Attractions and More 2 days. Same thing, 2 days and 1 night. However, you would get a ticket to Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea and 3 Premier Access attraction selections per park. So 6 attractions in total. Some of the DPA attractions require you to pick a time slot. So you want to make sure that you know when you want to ride specific rides. So that would be like Enchanted Tales of Beauty and the Beast and Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey. You don't have to do it for Journey to the Center of the Earth or Splash Mountain. So there are some attractions where you will need to know what time you want to ride those attractions. Sometimes those attractions will not show on the website either when you're going through your vacation package, because either one, it's sold out and you waited too long, or the ride attraction is closed during the time that you're going to be going. So if you don't see it there, those are going to be the 2 reasons why. The next vacation package is Enjoy Attractions and More 3-day with park tickets on day 2 and 3. So this is going to be a 3-day 2-night vacation package where you are staying at one of the select Disney hotels, and you're going to get a ticket for Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea. You're going to be able to select 3 DPA attractions, so any of the Premier Pass or Priority Pass attractions for both Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea. The main difference you're going to want to know about this one is that you're going to have a hotel stay for 1 night without having to go into the park. This is ideal if you're going to be coming into Tokyo that day and want to stay at the resort and then head over to Tokyo Disneyland the next day. So you won't have to move hotels within this vacation package. The final vacation package is the Enjoy Attractions and More 3-day. So this includes tickets for 1 day at Tokyo Disneyland and 2 days at Tokyo Disney Sea. So just like the other vacation packages, you're gonna choose your Disney Premier Access attractions. However, the main difference for this one is on your second Tokyo Disney Sea day, you get less choices. So you only get to choose 2 of the Priority Pass or Premier Pass attractions. All of the vacation packages include breakfast on your second or your 3rd day, depending on which vacation package you choose, but they do not include breakfast for the day that you arrive on your vacation package. You also have the option to add on lunch and dinner for each of the days, and this is what's going to determine what the price point is of the vacation package. Something to keep in mind is that the prices are going to fluctuate, and you're not going to know what the price is of your vacation package until you assemble it. So you can play around with it now to see the dates and stuff, but until you are ready to book and ready to move forward with the specific days, you're not going to know what the amount is, and the conversion rate is going to vary based on the country you reside in and the day in which you're selecting your vacation package. So just keep that in mind. Something else you're going to want to know is that you do have to pay in full. There is no way to place a deposit for vacation packages, so all of it will be due at the time of checkout, and vacation packages become available 5 months in advance. So if you are looking for December 2026 right now, it won't be available, so don't freak out. I see a lot of people freak out because they're like, I'm trying to book December. It's just not available at this time. Tokyo Disney will announce when vacation packages go on sale for that specific month 1 week prior to the release day. So you will need to know which one that you're gonna pick based on the hotel and things like that. Play around with it a little bit more so that you guys are ready and have an estimate of how much you're gonna spend, so that when you guys are ready to book, you know the number and are ready to place your payment down. Now that you know the differences between the different vacation packages, let's talk about who vacation packages are best for. So vacation packages are best for people who want convenience. That is what you're paying for. You're paying a premium price for convenience. You have all of this extra time to plan out your trip, so you don't have to wait in those long lines that you see on TikTok. Now, I don't want to scare you when it comes to the lines. They go by quickly. Japan is very efficient when it comes to the lines and the entry system, and the reason why you see it so long is because their security is right at the entrance where you scan into the park. So that is why the lines look like that, but don't get overwhelmed by that. Vacation packages are definitely for you to have more convenience and a lot less decision making while you're in Tokyo Disney. If you don't like the lightning lane system at like Magic Kingdom or like at Walt Disney World and Disneyland, this would be a great option for you, so you don't have to fiddle faddle with your phone and you can really immerse yourself into Tokyo Disney and enjoy the parks. I also suggest the vacation package for first timers, especially if you're not like a big Disney person and you have the funds to do it. Now, talking about funds, it is more expensive to do the vacation package than it would be to pay for everything individually. I have priced it out myself, and you're definitely paying for a premium. To get that price down, you obviously can remove lunch and dinner because those are optional, but you are paying a premium when it comes to these vacation packages. It just makes your time there a lot smoother and a lot less of a hassle, especially if you guys are not really equipped with getting through the Disney system. So let's talk a little bit about staying off property and also just doing a hotel only stay if you're going to be staying on property. So we'll talk about staying on property first. Tokyo Disney has their own hotel. So you have the Maricosta Hotel, which is within Tokyo Disney Sea. The Fantasy Springs Hotel, which is within Tokyo Disney Sea as well. You also have the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel, which is right outside of Tokyo Disneyland. You can walk across and just be right there. You also have the Toy Story Hotel, which is very close to the back entrance of Tokyo Disney Sea. And then you also have the Celebration Hotel, which is going to be about a 20-minute shuttle ride from Tokyo Disney. And then you have the Ambassador Hotel, which is very close to Tokyo Disney as well. So all of those resorts offer happy entry, and happy entry is where you enter into Tokyo Disney 15 minutes prior to the stated opening time that is for that specific day. Now, there's only 2 hotels that offer happy entry into both Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea at the time of this video. That can change. The Tokyo Disney website does keep you up to date on the different happy entry processes and what you'll qualify for depending on the hotel you're staying at. But at the time of this video, 2 of the hotels offer happy entry into both Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea, which would be the Fantasy Springs Hotel and the Maricosta Hotel. All of the other resorts at the time of this video offer happy entry into Tokyo Disneyland. Another perk of staying at a Tokyo Disney hotel without doing the vacation package is immersion. They do so well when it comes to being engulfed into Disney. They have different hotel rooms that are themed like Beauty and the Beast and Tinkerbell, and the Fantasy Springs Hotel are just gorgeous. The Maricosta Hotel has a Mediterranean vibe. It's very, very pretty. The Ambassador Hotel has Mickey and his friends, as well as Celebration and Toy Story Hotel. If you are a Toy Story lover, if you have little kiddos that love Toy Story, they will love that hotel. So that's going to be some of the perks that come with staying on the Tokyo Disney Resort and not doing a vacation package. If you're going to be staying off of Tokyo Disney Resort or outside of a Tokyo Disney hotel, you will not get those perks. So you'll have to do everything when you get there. The number one thing you're going to want to keep in mind is you're going to have to be flexible and you're going to have to be early. So I typically suggest people to get to Tokyo Disney Sea about 120 minutes prior or more to the opening time frame if you're really wanting to get those high e-ticket attractions. If you're like, I don't want to ride the rides, I just want to walk around, I would wait until all of that kind of calms down. Get there probably like 15 minutes after opening. Then you guys shouldn't have too much of an issue getting through security and not having to wake up super early. Now, I don't suggest you waking up at like 5 a.m. or there's no reason to unless you're not staying anywhere close. But that would be my number one suggestion, is to get there about 120 minutes plus to the opening of Tokyo Disney Sea. When it comes to Tokyo Disneyland, I suggest getting there about 90 minutes to 60 minutes prior to opening, and that's just to secure your spot. Now, This is going to vary based on your party size, but I haven't really seen the Enchanted Tales of Beauty and the Beast go as quickly as something like Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey and Rapunzel's Lantern and Journey to the Center of Earth, just because those ones are just so popular right now. But also Enchanted Tales of Beauty and the Beast, do not sleep on this ride. I think that this is the best ride in all of Disney. Like any Disney park, this is the best ride. However, more people are going to Tokyo Disney Sea, which is why I haven't really seen it go too quickly. But that excludes the peak season. So if you're going to like Golden Week or any of the holidays that they have in Japan, or just like peak seasons, then I would, head over there a little bit earlier. However, from my personal experience, I haven't seen it sell out that quickly. Now, the areas that I like to stay is definitely Maihama, which is where Tokyo Disney Station is, at the Maihama Station. And some hotels are going to be the Sheraton Tokyo Bay and the Grand Nikko Hotel. But also my beloved area that I love to stay at is the Shiomi area. I love Shiomi because it's 3 stops away from the Tokyo Station, which takes you to all over Tokyo, as well as the Shinkansen to go to Kyoto and Osaka. But it's 2 stops away from Tokyo Disney Maihama Station. So even if you just need a break, it's not that far away from Tokyo Disney to where you can go back to your hotel, rest, and then head back. I think it took me maybe like 6 minutes from the Maihama Station when I stayed there. So those are the areas that I love to stay at. If you're only going one day to Tokyo Disney Sea, I would definitely suggest Ginza. Ginza is an easier area. It has better access to like Shibuya and Shinjuku, but also to get over to Tokyo Disney. I think that's a really easy area to stay at whenever you're just wanting to do one day at Tokyo Disney. Let's talk a little bit about the entry system and the Premier Access passes, because this is where a lot of people get overwhelmed and they start thinking about this first when it comes to planning Tokyo Disney. If you have been to Disneyland, the Disney Premier Access system is almost replica of it. It's just like if you were purchasing an individual lightning lane, so something like Rise of the Resistance, Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Cosmic Rewind at Walt Disney World, or just any of those single pass attraction tickets that you would get at Walt Disney World or Disneyland. It works almost the same. So the names that you need to know is Disney Premier Access. These are going to be those high e-ticket attractions like Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey, Enchanted Tales of Beauty and the Beast, Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure, Rapunzel's Lanterns, Soarin', and Happy Ride with Baymax. So a lot of those ones are going to be Disney Premier Access. So these are paid attractions. You're typically paying about $12 to $15 US when it comes to each attraction. So that is something you need to know. It's each attraction you're paying this amount. So it can add up for a family, definitely. But what you can do is once you scan in, you'll pick your first selection, and then you have 1 hour from the time you pick your selection or once you scan in. So whatever one comes first. Very, very similar to Disneyland. So you can't purchase it until you get into the park. Then we have the 40th anniversary priority pass. These are free attractions that you can skip the line for. Ones that will qualify are Big Thunder Mountain, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Finding Nemo, and other attractions like that. This is going to be a 2-hour waiting period. So once you scan in, you'll have to wait either 2 hours from your first selection, or whenever you scan into the attraction, then you can go ahead and select it. Now, something that you can do, just like you can do when you buy multi-pass lightning lane or single pass lightning lane, is you can buy both of these at the same time, or get both of these at the same time, because you're not buying both. But you can pick your DPA first and then get your 40th anniversary pass right after, or you can just wait it out, see what the lines are like. But just know that they go quickly depending on which attractions are the most popular. So if you're familiar with the lightning lane system in Walt Disney World and Disneyland, they're almost the same. They're like, the only difference of it is the way that the system looks. It doesn't look the same. I will be having a video once I go back to Tokyo this year, so make sure to subscribe so that I will be showing you guys how to purchase your Disney Premier Access attractions. And as of today, it is still called the 40th Anniversary Priority Pass, but Tokyo Disney Sea is going to be having their 25th anniversary. I don't know if they're going to make any changes to the Priority Pass. I will give you guys an update once I know more about the anniversary as time progresses and they let us know. But those are going to be the main differences when it comes to the Priority Passes. They also have entry requests, so this is how you're going to be able to watch the show. The number one question I get about the shows is, are they in Japanese? Yes. I have not seen a show in English. I don't know if they offer one in English. I've never seen the opportunity for that, but they have entry requests for you to go into these shows, and it is a lottery system. So it's kind of the luck of the draw. So I have never been successful in it. I have never been able to get the show, but also just because I put a lot of effort and energy into the Premier Access and the Priority Pass, that I kind of just let it go to the wayside. I do want to see one of the shows one day, but it's not a priority for me. But just know that you will have to do entry requests for the shows. There are a few that are outside that you can look at, but the ones that are inside, if you don't have the entry request, you're not going to be able to get it. Now, you can get the entry request when you're doing the Priority Pass and the DPA at the same time, and entry request is free. Also, when there's special merch that they're dropping in special locations, they'll have entry requests as well for that. So if something comes out and it gets popular, which is why you're going to see some of those lines that are really long, because they're not going to the rides, they're going to go get the merch. I don't blame them, because Tokyo Disney merch is phenomenal. That's why they have entry requests. So if you don't have entry requests for that, you're not going to be able to get the merch for specific drops. So now that you have all the information that you need for choosing which vacation package works for you, staying at a Disney hotel or staying off property, let's talk about what an ideal Tokyo Disney trip looks like. So definitely getting into Tokyo is going to be your number one priority. I wouldn't plan anything around this day. This gets you acclimated. It shakes off the jet lag. It allows you to find where you're going and test out the train system. And then I would go over to Tokyo Disney on either day 2 or day 3. So day 2 could be you exploring Tokyo, or you can just head over to Tokyo Disneyland. Now, I would start off with Tokyo Disneyland first, especially if you are a person that has been to the Disney parks, get familiar with it. And then I would do a second day at Tokyo Disney Sea. This is where I feel like your energy will definitely pick up, especially after that long flight and jet lag. So it'll allow you to have a better experience and to take in Tokyo Disney. Even though you'll be a little tired, but you won't be as tired as if it were to be like your 10th day or like your 7th day or something like that. So I would recommend 2 days, one at Tokyo Disneyland and one at Tokyo Disney Sea. If you're a huge Disney lover, definitely 2 days per park, or I would do 2 days and a half. So something that you should know is that Tokyo Disney offers a half-day ticket, and that allows you to go to either Tokyo Disneyland or Tokyo Disney Sea starting at 5 p.m. on the weekdays. It's typically Monday through Thursday, and this ticket is around $35. So I think this is a great option, especially if you're limited on time too. So if you can only do Tokyo Disney Sea, then I would just space out some time to do a half day where you can at least get on Enchanted Tales of Beauty and the Beast. I can't rave about that ride enough. I don't want anyone to miss it. I think it is the best ride in all of the Disney parks. So definitely not wanting to miss that. So just to recap, I know I kind of mumbled all of that together, but I would recommend 2 days, but starting off within Tokyo and just getting acclimated, and then head over to Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea. If you don't have 2 days, but you have a half day, I would do a half day at Tokyo Disneyland and then a full day at Tokyo Disney Sea. Now, if you're a big Disney lover, definitely 2 days at each park. So I would start at Tokyo Disneyland, then go to Tokyo Disney Sea, Tokyo Disneyland, and then in at Tokyo Disney Sea. And that's it. That's the foundation of Tokyo Disney planning. This is a lot of information, but it's the basics of what you need to know to get grounded and to get started. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be doing a more in-depth video of Tokyo Disneyland by itself and then Tokyo Disney Sea by itself.